a hot minute since I picked up the camera, so bear with me as I readjust to filming. I have not been feeling like myself. Basically, the rundown of the past month of my life, I've been right here, very unwell. It all started basically with a really bad pain that I think possibly was an endometriosis flare-up. Then I had been tapering off of an SSRI that I was on. If you know anything about that experience, if you've been through it, you know the migraines, the vertigo, the nausea, it was really bad. So then that took me out. Then I had a cold, and finally I then started my period. So something good has to happen to me now, because just for like the sake of balance. It's honestly kind of funny because before all of this happened, the last video that I planned on filming was a pmdd update, because I wanted to talk about how things have changed since my last pmdd related video, where I was basically saying I found this new medication, it was working so good. Yeah, about a month later it stopped working entirely. So long story short, I ended up deciding to just come off of all of my prescription medications. So basically now where I'm at, I have decided to totally switch back to what I'm comfortable with, and that is natural holistic medicine. So I'm going to see a naturopath today. It's the first time in about 2 years since I've worked with a naturopath, and I'm honestly really excited. Basically, my goal is to find something that has more sustainability to it. I feel like the ups and downs of modern medications, it just is not good for me, because every time one medication would stop working, then you'd have to taper off and then go on a different medication, see how that works, and it was kind of just like ups and downs every couple months, and it just felt like I can't do this for the rest of my life. My hope is to find something that works in the long run as well. I'm really hoping that this is the start of a healthier, happier era of my life. Before I leave, I need to go eat, so I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna get going to my appointment. Okay, back with my supplements. I am starting 2 different supplements that I'm getting from my naturopath, and then I'm actually headed to another supplement store because I need to get 2 other ones. But that was good. It was about like a 45-minute appointment. Like, it was very thorough, which I love. I am back home. I did stop by the other supplement store, but the whole area didn't have power. So I need to try to go back another time, and hopefully I can get the other 2 supplements that I need. But I got 2 supplements for pain and endometriosis support, and then I also got 2 supplements for PMDD and mood support. This one is called Cramp Matrix by Cytomatrix, and this is hopefully going to help my cramps not be so bad. So I'm going to be trying this just before my period, and then on the first 2 days of my period, which are my worst days, and hopefully this will help. And then this one is called Slow Flow. This is just going to hopefully make my period less heavy, and it's just going to be a little bit easier to get through. And then throughout the whole month, I need to be increasing my vitamin D, so I'm going to be taking another supplement for that. And then I'm also going to be trying taurine, 6 grams per day during my luteal phase only, and that is supposed to help with PMDD. We're just gonna have to see how it goes, but as of right now, this is my plan. So I'm gonna be seeing how all of this goes for the next couple months, and I also booked in to have a couple blood tests done. So like regular blood panel-y things, and then also hormone and like cortisol tests. I don't have any plans for today. My weeks have been extremely low-key, because if I'm not doing YouTube, I don't have anything to do.
Hello, remote. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore.
Fairy tale.
Hello, remote.
It is a little bit later. I am currently working on another crochet flower, but I wanted to kind of talk about what I've been doing while unwell. I was gonna say sick, but I wasn't just sick. It was a lot of other things too. But basically, if you are looking for some hobbies, these have been my favorite hobbies as of lately. You guys know, if you've seen my other videos, I make a lot of crochet flowers. This one looks a little bit funny, but I'm gonna pop up what it's actually gonna look like. Obviously I'm doing blue instead of purple, but that's what it's going to look like. I'll show you my other flowers though. So I have been making these for my mom. I have some Lily of the Valley, I have some Freesia, I have some Morning Glories. I made this big leaf, which I think looks really good. This is like a hydrangea. I'm really happy with how this is coming out. I also made, this was when I was sick with a cold, I made a little crochet cover for my tissues so that they could be less of an eyesore. And I also started coloring. So I got a bunch of coloring supplies. My mom actually already had these markers, but they're basically dupes for Copics, which are like alcohol-based markers. But I have just so many different colors, which is really fun. I got this little coloring book off of Amazon and it's really cute. It just has like a bunch of fun little simple coloring pages. I have seen so many like cute little air dry clay projects, so I got some air dry clay and I made tiny little mushrooms and they're so cute. I made this one which has little flowers on it. I've also just been doing like so much journaling. I've also been doing so much plant care just to keep my plants healthy, because throughout this whole time of feeling unwell, as long as like my plants are doing good, I feel so much better. But I've gotten some new plants. I've just been sizing up some of my old plants. This one I've had for quite some time, but it's doing so good. I just got this little basket for it yesterday. It's so pretty. I got this plant yesterday, which is like a fern leaf palm, I think. And then I also have this tiny little segment of bear paw cactus. It's technically a succulent, but it's called the bear paw cactus. And it is so soft. And they look like little bear paws. Anytime I'm doing a cozy hobby, I am watching shows, and I have been loving, I actually just finished the rewatch, but I was loving watching Private Practice. If you don't know, it is basically like a spin-off series from Grey's Anatomy. Addison Montgomery, when she leaves, she goes to work with some friends in LA at a private practice. And you get a lot of backstory on my favorite character, which is Amelia Shepherd. So, but I just finished it, so now I have picked up where Amelia joins Grace. I'm enjoying that. I also watched Gossip Girl, and I also watched, well, I'm always watching Gilmore Girls when I fall asleep, so I don't know if that counts, but there it is. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I know it's not the most exciting or interesting. It wasn't necessarily a bunch of like fun topics, but it feels really good to just be back and working on something again and feeling like I have some semblance of connection with you guys. So if you're struggling with PMDD or any mental health issue for that matter, just know that you're so not alone. I'm right there with you, and hopefully I can find some solutions. Hopefully it will encourage you to find solutions for yourself, maybe give you a couple ideas for things you can try, because I know a lot of you have PMDD as well. I am so happy that you are here. Thank you for watching my video. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Here's my Instagram if you'd like to see more content from me, and until next time, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!